Okay, what I'm going to go through with you is Bourdieu for beginners. And this is really aimed at novice teachers and student teachers that are first going into school, but it also introduces you to Bourdieu's basic field theory, which is very important for entering any social environment. So when you enter a school or a place of work, what you'll probably find, so let's put school here, is there are various different fields within that school. So that within that school there might be, for example, subject departments, the staff room, might even be like playground or classes. All of these are areas within the school where we have social fields, and as a whole there's a macro social field, social environment, that includes all of them as well. Now what Bourdieu said was within those social fields there are various different agents, which are individuals, and they are vying for power. So let's just get rid of this for a second, and I'll look at one of the social fields on its own. So let's say, for example, this is the school department, a nice big subject department, English, maths, whatever it might be. And in that department, there are individuals, teachers. And within that department, some of them will be vying for power. In fact, Bourdieu says that most of them will be vying for power in one form or another. So they are interacting. And within that field, that social field, there will be rules of the game, rules that need to be played to exist within that field, and if you don't go by the rules, then you'll exit the field, and the individuals within that field will exit you for you, kind of thing. Now those rules or those codes of that field are called doxa, according to Bourdieu. So they are called doxa, and when you enter those fields it's important that you learn the doxa of that field. So what are the codes, what are the rules of the game within that field? So for a student teacher, a novice teacher first entering a school, it might be that within the staff room there might be, for example, a rule that one of the chairs, I don't know, someone from the English department has always sat on, and they've always sat there for the last 30 years. So sometimes it's best to know where do you sit before you go and sit there. They have a favourite chair, or they have a favourite mug. And this might seem trivia, but it's amazing how often you hear these kind of stories come back from teachers. So also within that field, you'll have heads of department, you'll have natural individuals that have more of a say over the powers within that field and the rules that you have to play. But when you first enter that field, what it's best to do is actually try and work out what those doxas are. What are the rules of the game? And there might be various written rules, but there also will be unwritten rules, and these you learn as you gain experience and practice within that field. Give it the subject department within the school, or perhaps within the staff room or the school as a whole.